Hello, hello, hello. It is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress. Something always goes weird when I go live. I don't know why, and I hope nothing weird happens tonight. But yes, I am indeed Capricorntigress. I'm back. You know, it's funny. I know that this is subconscious, and I am working on all of my mindset issues, my subconscious issues, all of those types of things. But I had contracted out to come live, and ever since then it's so hard to go live. So I think it's that I don't like being told what to do. I like being free to do my own thing and to do it at my own time. Like, it's 10:20 at night here in Seattle, so I have like no specific time. No, you know, I think I'm feral. I think that's the word they use, feral. It might be it. And that's okay. That's okay. I am a Capricorn tiger, born in the year of the tiger. And that's what happens with tigers, or all cats. Cats tend to go feral if they're left to be free, and that's exactly what's going on. But let me go into detail about why I feel so particularly feral at this moment, okay? We have the sun at 5 degrees of Gemini, okay? Almost 6 degrees. It's 5 degrees and 41 minutes of Gemini. And for myself, that is in my 5th house of fun. And I just came from a month of sleep. I don't know what you did for most of May and April, but I slept. I slept all of Taurus season. There was literally a stellium of planets in Taurus that just put me to sleep. I gotta be honest. Now, when I look back on the month, I will say I'll be proud, because I really have amassed an amazing amount of videos because of all the times I have come live here on TikTok and on YouTube, and even on Facebook. It's, even though I felt like I was asleep, I guess I just woke up and started talking with everybody like you guys. So, which is kind of cool. At least I'll have a record of what happened in May, because I personally can't remember what the heck happened in May. It just seems like a blur. And I also want to let you know that I now have the subscription available. So if you would like to join the subscription, when my TV does that, it drives me crazy. Like, the Netflix came on. I'm over here like, why did the Netflix just come on? That kind of freaks me out. Anyway, yes, the subscription. When you subscribe to this my little channel here, you get an opportunity to get free readings from me. So it's just one of those benefits of being a subscriber. So be sure to do that. And also, I have a goal. I put the goal up somewhere. I don't know if you can see it, but to get 1,000 roses. I don't know if that's the one. I think the one that might be up is to get a subscriber. Either way, I've got goals. Just help me out. That's what I'm always saying. So let's go ahead and talk about where the planets are. I talked about the sun, which is at 5 degrees of Gemini. If you are Gemini, happy birthday to you. It's Gemini season. So this is your time of the year. Do make the best of this because it's a great time. I love summertime anyway. I love this part of spring and summer. Like the last month of spring, which is Gemini season, and that first month of summer, which is Cancer season. To me, it's the most beautiful time of the year. The flowers are blooming. The sky is gorgeous. The weather is amicable. Everything is copacetic, right? It's very simpatico. And I really love this time of the year because of that. You know, it's just really relaxing. And especially living here in Seattle, because we tend to have really calm weather here anyway. I mean, it does get warm, it can get hot, and it can get cold. But for the most part, we hang around in the 70s, 60s, and 80s. That's our area here in Seattle. And it's just beautiful. It's boating weather. You know, we have a lot of boaters up here. Anyway, let's talk about the other planets. The moon is at 1 degree of Virgo. So if you are Virgo, just know that this moon is going to hit your sun sometime over the next 24 hours or so. It's at 1 degree right now, but that's affecting just about everybody who's a Virgo or even a Pisces. And then I'll tell you this too, also Taurus. So let's talk about, or Gemini. Okay, I'm just going to go into it. So the moon at 1 degree of Virgo is square the sun at 5 degrees of Gemini. So we've got a square right now. And I'm not sure if you guys can even understand, you know, just what I'm saying and how it's coming out and the communication of it all, because Gemini rules communication, and it's at 5 degrees of Gemini. And that's actually trying my own Mercury, because Mercury rules Gemini. And so it's nice that that's happening. But here's the beautiful thing. Mercury itself is at 10 degrees of Taurus. And because the sun is at 5 degrees of Gemini, so I just like the fact that it's there. Also, I wanted to say, I was thinking something else, and so my mind got pulled off there for a second, and I do apologize. Mercury at 11 degrees of Taurus is really kind of all by itself, because there's not anything making an immediate aspect to it, just slightly out of bounds for just about everything at this time, except for the moon at 1 degree of Mercury. And that's because the moon and the sun get 10-degree orbs, and this would be within the 10-degree orb. And so the moon is actually trine Mercury right now. I'm very positive. Might be one of the reasons why I wanted to come live and talk. Even though I've been, you know, healing and getting better. And by the way, you guys, I just talk and tell it like it is and share my story, and you know, that's just the way I do things. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'd be more than willing to talk about whatever it is you like to talk about. Okay, it's just so that you know. Okay. But we've got Venus at 20 degrees of Cancer. And that's actually sextile Uranus. Almost exactly. I didn't realize that. Venus at 20 degrees of Cancer is sextile Uranus at 19 degrees of Taurus. And that's actually it's a watery sextile, right? It's earth and water, so they get along well. Great. And sextiles are always pleasant. Very good. But I can't help but notice that we're talking about Uranus. And the thing about Uranus is, no matter what Uranus is doing, it's always chaos. I don't care if it's in a positive or a negative. Some people say it's just creativity. Okay, so maybe it's more creativity than chaos. But it might be creativity that leads to chaos, because it's Uranus. Just saying. And I just think that this Venus and Uranus are up to some shenanigans. I don't know if this means pregnancies, unexpected, because don't forget, Uranus is unexpected. So I'm going to go on a loop because we're talking Cancer, the mother. Venus in Cancer, the mother. I am predicting unexpected pregnancies up the yin-yang. And guess what? Abortions are illegal now in most states, so we're going to have an influx of childbirth, and I predicted it today. There you go. And I'm going to stick with that. I really think that's what's happening in the background, is children are being created, little psycho. It's all over the place. That's what I see in my mind's eye right now, like, oh, the children. Okay, we got Mars at 3 degrees of Leo. And that Mars is in the midst of all kind of stuff. So let's talk about what's going on with Mars at 3 degrees of Leo, okay? Mars at 3 degrees of Leo is, it's sextile the Sun, which is currently at 5 degrees of Gemini. That's good. So Mars at 3 degrees of Leo, it's got the support of the Sun, and Mars and the Sun in a positive like that. Very good, nice sextile, very pleasant, lots of pleasantries, okay? But, the one thing about sextiles is that they can also lead to inaction, just like trines. Trines are famous for inaction. But sextiles too, because things feel like they're so pleasant that we overlook what needs to be done now. And I feel like this could be part of the issue that could start with a couple of different trines I'm seeing, okay? But this is actually a good trine. I like Mars in Leo. I have Mars in Leo. I was born with it. And I like the Sun in Gemini only because it's a thinking Sun, and Mars in Leo is an active Mars. It's very fiery and passionate, and things might get done. I want to also say, though, that Mars is square Jupiter, and I'm talking almost an exact square to Jupiter. And Jupiter is our luck. Jupiter is the benefic, and it is the most positive planet of all of the planets, other than Venus. But the fact that Mars is squared it, so I almost get the feeling like Mars in Leo is like, I shall exert my will. I shall exert my will over the good of man. I shall exert my will over the good of America. Sounding a little bit like Kevin McCarthy. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it in the charts. It's right here. So Jupiter is squaring off with Mars. And you think that would be enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. Because we're going to add the true node in with this. Okay, because the true node is sitting exactly on Jupiter, and it is exactly square Mars. The node is exactly square Mars. It's telling us that whatever that Leo Mars is doing is not right. Trying to be in power. Trying to take control. Trying to show off. It is not right now. The true node is asking us to do more of the Taurus thing, which is to do things more Venusian, like more Venus in our actions, and to be more positive, not negative, not fighting. It's wrong. Okay? I don't mean to preach, but I can preach if I have to. Because I'm not a silent astrologer, and I want to keep it real. And someone wanted to come in and join me. I heard someone said, and thank you for following me, Kathy Smith. Much love to you. And thank you all who are joining me tonight. So now I'm not done, you guys. Now you think these squares are something. I'm not done. Because we then have to add Pluto. And where is Pluto right now? It's at 0 degrees of Aquarius. That's right, people. We got a T-square. We got a double T-square. A double T-square. One involving Jupiter and one involving the North Node. It's happening right now. And what is this T-square doing? I can tell you for America. I just posted on my page. The U.S. Treasury just made an announcement to Kevin McCarthy. He's got to make a decision by June 5th because America... Do you guys realize we could go into global destruction? We're right on the brink of, like, everybody's acting like everything's just okay. Everything's fine. No, it ain't. We got a fixed T-square. And that fixed T-square is coming out in a really ugly way because what? It's fixed. This is people thinking their way is the only way, that their right is the only right. And they're not meeting in the middle. There's little compromise, if any. And sadly, I'm not going to go too deeply into it. Turn into my podcast. I'll get more political, okay? But I just want you guys to know that this T-square is setting off whatever this is not a good T-square, you guys. It's not. And why? Because we got Jupiter and Pluto. These are long, slower moving planets. This is not going to go away overnight. This is a T-square we're going to fill for a little bit. And it could affect us in a really ugly way. If we can't fix this problem while this T-square is going down, we are all doomed. And you know what it comes from? I've been talking about it for days, and that's where I'm going to now move into Saturn in Pisces. Saturn at 6 degrees and 49 minutes of Pisces. And I'm going to use the word and first of all, before I even go into what I'm about to say, Saturn at 6 degrees of Pisces is exactly square the sun at 5 degrees and 41 minutes of Gemini. So yes, the sun is square Pisces. Sun is square Saturn right now. Sun square Saturn ain't never good. So if you are walking around thinking everything's hunky-dory, we got a T-square and a sun is square Saturn. It ain't all that great. Okay, things are going on. You might not know about it. But if you hear somebody, there's this one girl from Oklahoma, I forget your name, otherwise I would shout you out right now. And this poor child, first of all, she came on crying, and I bawled with her. I could not stop the tears. Because she has a son who's trans. I think he just turned 18, or his boyfriend just turned 18. Anyway. Oklahoma's got one of the most oppressive law states for trans people. And especially because he's young, he just turned 18. So she has to pick up her entire family with her other children, leave her mother and everybody she loves, and move to New Mexico, where they have more, progressive mindset about that. Because who wants to live in a place where you or your children are in jeopardy for their life? What is going on in America with religion and the religiosity and using it like it's law? Do you understand your religion and your belief in your book and your religion is yours? But you are now trying to exert your will, Mars and Leo, over everybody. And tell everybody what to do because you believe that way. You assume everybody believes that way. And then you want to make laws because you believe that way. I'm sorry you drank your Kool-Aid, but you can't force the rest of us to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not going to take the cyanide pills with you. I'm not doing that. And so when I see all this craziness, that leads to what? Death. destruction, poverty, disease, illness, homelessness. It is not good. It's like it's like, you know, what is it? The Four Horsemen? Come on, you guys. I don't care what party you're in. Who cares about freaking parties? We're talking about life here. Life has nothing to do with parties. It has to do with humanity. Humanity. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry I don't mean to get so excited about this stuff, but this touches my heart. And that's what I'm talking about with Saturn and Pisces. It's compassion fatigue. That's what my daughter says, is compassion fatigue. People are so tired of trying to find the compassion in their hearts, especially Saturn and Pisces is like the compassion has left the room. You listen to these people talking about the national debt like it ain't going to affect millions of lives. Like the people ain't real. Where is the compassion? It's compassion fatigue. It's Saturn in Pisces. And I predicted it months ago. I knew it was going to get like this. Now we have until when? I can't even believe the day they chose. The day they chose, June 5th. June 5th. First of all, that's Johnny Depp's birthday. I just want to throw that in there. Happy birthday, Johnny. But June 5th, that's what, 9 days. We got 9 days, you guys. Is that 9 days or the 8 days? 30 days have September, April, June, and November. Okay, we got 31 days. Okay, so I think we got 9-10 days, something like that. Okay, I'm so upset because I'm frustrated also that our president has not started a president. It would be a president to invoke the 14th Amendment. It's never been done. We've never had to do it. But we're a country that just had an insurrection. And some of the people from that insurrection are in power making decisions. Their goal is to destroy the nation. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop talking because y'all don't need to hear about all that. But let me tell you something. When I look at astrology, it's all right there. We got this is a ugly T-square. You guys, I can't tell you how bad a fixed T-square is involving Leo and Taurus and Aquarius. I wish I could explain the horror. Because we got Pluto and Mars involved here. And the horror of it all. It's horrific. Absolutely horrific. And so, I mean, and there's wars. You see the wars over in Europe, they've already started. The wars, the rumor of wars. This is what happens when Mars is in a T-square. And not only that, Pluto is... that Jupiter and Pluto, we got a year. Now, luckily, it's going, as you know, luckily Jupiter moves faster than Pluto. So Jupiter is eventually going to move out of range of this T-square. But until it does, oh, you guys, we have got to be more mindful. We have got to be less into our own life and more into we have got to start seeing ourselves as a collective. That's first. That's it. That's it. We've got to stop seeing ourselves as, first of all, things like parties, because that's man-made. That's not even real. That's someone's mindset. That you're buying in someone's ish. Okay, that's not even real. But we have to start looking at our own humanity as a world, like even as a world, there's like talk of aliens arriving and stuff. Like, we are concerned with stupid stuff like that? Really? You can't pass a budget that's going to save millions of lives. For what reason? Why would you hold us hostage? This is not a hostage take situation. Anyway, I don't want to go too deep into it because you can tell I'm very emotional over this. I will say this. We have Chiron in Aries at 18 degrees. And that Chiron in Aries at 18 degrees is square Venus in Cancer. And I think that square has also helped a lot with the compassion fatigue. What would normally be a very compassionate Venus is getting hit by these pains of the past, of these wounds in the world. I mean, I want to say it's just America, but it's not, because it's an overall effect of where the planets are. And this, like, wars over in Ukraine and Russia, and I'm hearing stuff about the changes going over in China, and I'm thinking it's not never ending. I mean, it's crazy. When unrest comes, it comes. And I feel like this Chiron is just, and this Venus, it's, the wounds are visible now. The pain. We can, I'm talking about the pain. And I'm talking about global pain, not just, a personal pain. It's stuff we have to heal. It's wounds that are festering. These wounds that should have been closed ages ago. The fact that we would even be dealing with this at this time is absolutely abhorrent. And I've said this before about that Uranus at 19 degrees of Taurus, which, by the way, is, sextile that Venus, which is involved in the compassion fatigue. But Uranus is famous for its intolerance and for its global genocide. Do you realize that the last time we were dealing with Uranus and Taurus, it was World War II? I'll just be quiet for a moment. It was World War II. That's how serious Uranus and Taurus is. And before that, it was the Civil War. This nation, in particular, tends to have problems every 85 years, but I think it's the world. Because remember, don't forget, World War II was a world war. It's almost like everybody goes into this state of chaos. And like they just kind of lose their way because of whatever this stubbornness is that exists in the sign of Taurus. It is about the stubbornness. When I think about what is going on with the national, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's the stubbornness. And we're seeing it again. And also it tends to bring up issues about purity. I don't know if this is because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so there's an obsession with either beauty or what is pure, but it always seems to be a like either racial or purity, or like one sect is better than another, and so all the others are like destroyed. I'm sure there's been feudal fights going back into the early 1200s. This is probably a cycle that has been repeated for millennia, at least for thousands and thousands of centuries, or excuse me, hundreds of centuries. Because I'm already back to the 1800s, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, if we go back 85 years from that, we would have been somewhere around, I think, if I'm not mistaken, well, it would have been after the revolution. But I wonder what was happening in the 1790s, or something to that effect, right? So it's an amazing study. I remember once I did it, and I went back, I got all the way back to 1300. It goes back to the plague, everything. Uranus and Taurus is horrific. I want you guys to know that. It is in its fall, you guys, Uranus and Taurus. We are in a horrific time. Let us not act as though it's not. And because that is the craziness that happens when Uranus is in Taurus. When I think about the thing about both the Civil War and World War II, was people really believed they were doing a certain thing in cleansing or purifying or killing off people. And that's the sickness. That's the problem. That may be what we're dealing with right now with Kevin McCarthy. I pray that whatever is going on, that we are wiser, we are more spiritually aware, intellectually aware, psychologically aware, that we see the bigger picture here, not just our base wants and desires, but what is right overall. And I'm just praying for our nation, and I pray that we get it all right. I really do. So let's do this. I'm going to pull a couple cards. Why not? Why not do that? I'm going to pull a couple of cards today because I haven't done cards. I don't even know if I don't think I've even uploaded any to YouTube. I think I did one in a live the other day, but I can't recall. So I need to go live for an hour, which means I need to keep going. And I've already talked out everything that was in my mind. You know, one thing I did not talk about, and I am going to talk about it because it's something that's crazy, but I just feel like I want to talk about it. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but on Netflix, they had the Whitney Houston story. And I was going to watch it. I have not watched the Whitney Houston story yet, but I have a desire to watch it, and I will. But the thing is, I have an issue. So when I was a young girl, here I go with my stories. There's always a story. When I was a young girl, I was 13 years old. I'll never forget, because I can't remember how old they had her in this story, but it reminded me so much when I saw the preview. I'm like, wait, hold on. So when I was 13 years old, I was a really good singer. You know, you guys might not know, but I used to be the singer of a band called Sound Advice. That's kind of how I made my little debut. When I was in Jersey, I actually had a moment, and everybody has their 6-degree moments, but mine were amazing, okay? So when I was say 19, I think it is. It's either 18 or, I think 19. 18 or 19. I was a friend of mine who actually got a Grammy. He had taken me to a studio because I had a really great voice, and he used to be my piano player in our gospel group. And I used to sing gospel, and we traveled up and down the East Coast. We had performed with the Mighty Clouds of Joy and all that kind of stuff. We had a lot of great performances. And so he was going mainstream, and he wanted me to go mainstream. And he had set it up so I got to sit in on some sessions and sing, like with the girls from the Sound of Philadelphia. I got to sing with them and make some background music with some of them girls. And I think one of them was Yvette Brown, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, there was a moment when I was working on a record that I made. Yes, I made a record. I did. And I don't even know if I can hit the notes because I was young and my voice used to be really high, and now I'm a deep like alto. But I went to a place, it was called Out of Town Records in New Jersey. And we were in there, you know, we had bought our session time. But when we got there in that room, or in that, you know, place for our session time, there was a girl who was still recording. And she was awesome, man. She was great. It was a white girl. It was Madonna! I think I even got to sing with her. Whoever knew? We just kind of did a little doo-ditty. It was Madonna. And that was what, 1983, the year she came out. So this was like around 82, 83. Anyway, I did my song, and at that time, I did a song that was called Midnight Lover. my first song. It's so good. Anyway, I just want you guys to know 6 degrees of separation. So that was my Madonna story. Let me tell you my Whitney Houston story. Same, goes back a little earlier when I was 13. So my brother had noticed I was a really good singer. And I don't know, my brother was someone who also used to go into New York a lot, or he tried to. He was trying to be a big shot. Anyway, he saw something in Variety, or I don't know where he got this man's number. But you want to know whose number he got? Whose number did my brother get? Clive Davis. So in that story, I had saw a scene, and I swear, like, did they steal that scene from my life? Because when I was 13 years old, and God, if I had a Bible, I'd put my hand on it right now. My brother said, this guy, he's like, my sister sings really, really good. Can you make my sister famous? And he's like, let me hear her. So my brother said, Libby, my nickname's Libby. He's like, Libby, sing a song. And I think I did something like Be Grateful. Like, God has not promised me, or whatever I did, or Going Up a Yonder. I did some kind of church song. He said, how soon can you get here? How soon can you get here? Clive Davis. Now, I want to put this into perspective. Whitney's album came out at 16, right? Me and Whitney are born the same year, 1963. She's born in August. I'm born in January. I'm a little bit older. And that same year, if I'm not mistaken, I was in the New Jersey Mass Choir. I was in a New Jersey, South Jersey choir, and this is a crazy Whitney Houston story. So, by the way, with the whole Clive Davis thing, we tried to get to New York. I was 13. My brother was 16. We could not get a ride there quick enough to get to Clive Davis. And eventually I just gave up, and, I was 13. I wasn't thinking. I didn't know. I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't get it. So, later on, I think it was the same year, you guys, because 13 was a big year for me. I was in a South Jersey junior choir, I think it was. It was like from all the schools, the best voices got to go. And I was pretty much one of the best voices there, except I did not get the lead to do the lead song for the Christmas show. And I couldn't understand, like, who sings better than me? Like, I was so good. I had a 7-octave range, you guys. I had a Mariah Carey voice. And I was like, who is going to be singing over me? Now, let me tell you something. And again, if I had a Bible, put my hand on it. This child wasn't singing with the rest of us. They brought her in a limo and put her up there to sing the lead to the song for the show. She wasn't practicing with the rest of us, but do you want to know who it was? Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston singing with the South Jersey Junior Choir with me. Now look, I get goosebumps because she not only was in the South Jersey Junior Choir, I think she was also in the New Jersey Mass Choir. I mean, we ran in the same circles, singing at the same churches and stuff like that. Crazy. But Whitney had her mother who knew the business, and I didn't have nothing but my 16-year-old brother Wayne. God rest in peace, Wayne. Nobody knew. No one took me seriously, and I didn't have all that. So when I see that movie, and all I think of when I see even the previews, I have not sat down to watch it because it's the weird, like, if I would have made one decision or another decision, my life could have been completely different than it turned out. I did not go to New York and sing in front of Clive Davis. I didn't take that opportunity that he offered me. And later that year, probably, or the next year, it had to be within months or a year or so of when I sang on the phone to Clive Davis, that she sang on the phone to Clive Davis, because that's what they had in the movie. That's what it triggered me, because I started to cry, because I'm like, that's what happened to me, and that really did happen to me. So I don't know if they put that in the movie, if that was real, because I mean, Whitney had connections already, but I didn't have any connections. I was just some little black girl who could sing. And Clive said, when can you get here? That has rang in my head my whole life. When can you get here? If I had come from a different family, we were dirt poor. Didn't have no car. I had no way to get there. All I had was my talent. So it's a weird thing. The funny thing about life, you know, I was born with the sun on the ascendant, but it's in the 12th. And whenever you see someone who has experiences like that, of course they have the sun on the ascendant. What do you think? But anyway, I was a Neptune on the midheaven, music, right? Music was my life. I think that's where I was supposed to go. And I got pulled off. Like, one decision changed everything. And it could have been a whole different world. But as I sit back now at the age of 60, and I think about that story and about what happened, imagine, I mean, me with this 12th house sun, having to live the life Whitney lived. Whitney died because it became overwhelming. She lost her only progeny. Her baby also died. And I only had one daughter too. Our lives are so parallel. But I'm still here and my daughter's still here. Maybe because I didn't do what probably would have killed me. I think had I went that route of trying to continually please the world with my voice, I would have maybe died off during the crack era. I just keeping it real, you guys. That's a lot of pressure. Like, there was a point when my voice started to go. I was probably around 30 something, and it was during the crack era, because I actually admit trying it with my husband, and it took my voice. But I used to sing in a band, and the thing about singing in a band is that if your band stinks, I mean, my band was good, but it was live, and I was always trying to, I had to sing over the band. And there was like a saxophone player and this guy on the keyboard with the synthesizer, and it was the drummer, and they were always battling for who was the loudest. It was horrific. Not a great way to do the band. And I always had like a sweet, higher voice. I used to sing Janet Jackson songs and Paula Abdul songs and, stuff like that, Whitney Houston songs. And it just was not good. I used to do a lot of Anita Baker. I remember one night we did this show. I used to open up for the comedy show up in Alaska. I lived in Alaska, and they used to have the comedy show that come up there, and we used to do the opening act or closing act. And that night we did the closing act. And you would think the closing act is better than the opening act. Oh, no. Because if your band messes up, or, in some way, you can clean out a house. And that night, I'll never forget, we cleaned out the house. It was a packed house. But the guy who was doing the keyboard, the sequencer went off. And he was on crack. It's a long story. God bless. Horrible experiences in bands. Oh, my gosh. And we were doing that song, don't wanna fall in love. Yeah. Love cuts just like a knife. Anyway, that song went, I don't know what happened. It just, the sequencing was off. By the time he got the sequencer and everything back together, it was just about 100 people left in the audience. And I remember I took my shoes off, I took the mic out the stand, and I had them do Giving You the Best That I Got. And I went down in the audience and sang Giving You the Best That I Got. and, you know, and interacted with people. And I think I also did that one song, when you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. That was a good song too. So it ended good, but it changed my opinion about being a live performer. From that day, I only did funerals and weddings. I never did another live show. It was devastating. Those kind of moments are devastating, and I decided that was it. Like, I'm just going to take time and raise my kid. I'm not going to pursue being a singer or anything like that. And you know, I had to give it up. The biggest thing we ever did, we opened up for Kool and the Gang once, so that was something. But no, I feel like, you know, sometimes in life we don't get what we think we want, right? We think we want this thing, and we're like, we just get this thing. If I could just do this thing, it's going to make my life so much better. I'm going to be so much better. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be that. I'm going to do that. And the reality is, had I went on that trip to New York, I would have lost all of my youth. From 13 on, I would have been the property of Clive Davis and Arista Records. I would have been no longer me. I would have missed it all. I probably wouldn't have had my daughter. I would have never got to go to Alaska, spend time with my mother. I would have missed it all the things I talk about, being a disc jockey, doing the live shows, all the things that that happened. I would have missed it. And instead, it would have just been an endless barrage of tour dates and people who might have not seen me as good enough. Because I still, to this day, carry so much self-esteem issues and insecurities about the way I look and how I fit in with the rest of the world. So Aquarius in the first house. But that would have been devastating for me, to be constantly looked at, picked at, criticized, and, you know, everyone looking at how you look and what your skin's like and if you're skinny enough. I'd rather live in obscurity, and I have to admit that I chose obscurity. So sometimes you'll hear me complain about dying like Van Gogh or something. Like, I always wonder, like, why aren't I famous yet? I've been at this for years. I don't want to die in just doing all this great work and no one ever finds out about it. But I have to admit that there was a point where I made a conscious choice to go more into obscurity than into the limelight. It was way too much light for me. But the sun on the first house, and with my son in the 12th house, I thrive in my peace and quiet and solitude. And to have lost that's probably why, well, I'm not going to say it's why Whitney died, because I always think the son that killed the daughter killed the mother. But I think it's definitely why she ended up doing drugs at that level. That's a hectic, harried life, to go from place to place, you know, and just be critiqued. I remember before Whitney died, people were picking on her because her voice, she wasn't hitting those notes as sharp as she had originally done. And they were constantly picking on her and the way her sounded, and about, you know, what is it, a crack is whack. And they did the same thing to Michael. Like, before they died, they picked on them mercilessly. And I'm telling you, that's not a lifestyle that I would have been open to. It's not. I am glad I chose being a mom. I am. When I look back on this life, the one thing I will be most proud of is being a mom and putting my baby first every time. Every time. I just carried her around with me everywhere. It's my heart. It's my heart. And I wouldn't have traded that for anything. And I think because of the way I chose to live, I'm alive and my baby's alive. But I don't know if it would have been so had I chosen a different path. And so that's the kind of thing I think of. I think of that kind of stuff a lot. But I'm going to watch the Whitney Houston story on Netflix. If you haven't, I advise you do it. But every time I see that part where they say, I think Clive had her singing a phone. And I'm like, did he have her do that because he first had me do that? Is that it freaks me out. Freaks me out. So you guys, I just want to, first of all, thank anybody who's been listening to me tell about these stories, because these are the things that, years later, I might put this on my podcast or something, so my daughter has this information years later and she has something to look back on. So I'm going to do something special before I go. I'm actually going to come back, you guys, after I finish this. I got something else I'm doing. I'm doing a series, which I have not put up the word. I keep forgetting to announce when I'm going live. And I have not put up that I have a series. So I'm working on this series called Open to Receive. And it's all about manifestation and manifesting money and wealth and whatever it is we want in this world. And being open to receive it. Because most of us, we say we want it, but we are not actually open to receive. And we have not set things up in a way to receive. So this is one of the things that I discuss. And we talk about affirmations and all kind of spiritual reasons behind why we receive. I talk about God a lot, okay? So don't let that throw you off. Some people, you mention the word God and they run. Like just the word God. She said the word God. And I'm thinking, I didn't say a religion, I just said God. It could, first of all, I'm thinking it's the one true God. I mean, let's hope, but there are many gods. And if you feel uncomfortable with that, just think of, I don't know, divine consciousness, goddess. I mean, put in there whatever it feels good for you, because we're each different. But hopefully, we're all serving the same God, the one who made us, the reason we're here. So let's hope that's the case, right? I don't want it to be any other situation here. I don't know who you're serving, but that's who I'm serving. So, okay, I'm going to do this because I said I would. And I am going to pull some cards. And we're starting with the sign of Gemini. A card popped out immediately for Gemini. And because it's Gemini season. And by the way, if you would like me to pull a card or, a few cards for you, I will do that. And also, I want to let you guys know, when you subscribe to my channel, and I know that you're a subscriber, I might randomly just pull cards for you. Because I give free readings to my subscribers. So, okay, I got one card for Gemini, and I am shuffling. And do you hear, as I talk, I'm shuffling. Okay, I finally got it. I was going to say, no cards are coming. I'm like, I'm not getting the cards. Let me see if anything else wants to, we got a couple more. Okay, here we go. I mean, it's Gemini season, so I don't mind giving Gemini as many, as what I need to give Gemini. Like, whatever I meant to give Gemini, I'm going to give to Gemini, okay? Because it is their time. And I want to honor that it's their time. Okay, well, we've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need to get one more card. And oh, wow, okay. So Geminis, the first card I see for you is the Knight of Wands. And this is about bringing in the fire, bringing in the passion, coming in quickly too. Look at that. Just like ready to come in and bring on that creative juices, the creative fire, and the passion, and the direction, and do things quickly. I think it might be when you're working with someone else. We got the Three of Pentacles. Maybe this is about a creative endeavor, something you're doing working with other people, something that, you know, you guys can do quickly, but be creative with it. And it might be some new project. It feels like a new project. That's what this feels like. It feels like some kind of, hold on, I'm gonna put this hair behind there we go. Feels like a new project. That's what this feels like. Ooh, and I feel like there might have been some type of dispute or something going on with getting this project off the ground. But look, this is showing that the fight or dispute is over. So there might have been jealousy because of some new deal or project that you're working on, or some new creative endeavor you've worked on. You know, sometimes people get jealous when they see you're doing good, or you're doing well, or you're being creative, or you just launched a course or something, I don't know, and suddenly all the jealousy comes out. It could be very frustrating, and so you might be dealing with that. Gemini, also, look at that. Jealousy, 9 of Pentacles. They see you. They see you. They see what you're doing. They see that you're shining, Gemini. They see that you're kicking butt. Oh, look at this. And you got the 9 of Cups. So you're not only doing, you are making money, you're shining, your relationship looks good, your work looks good, you're bringing in the money. Everybody can see you doing well. No wonder they're jealous. They're jealous of all that creative stuff you got. They see it, and they can't believe it. And it's Gemini season. They're so upset at you, Gemini. Look at this, Ace of Wands. You are so creative. You got new creative ways of doing things even. You are so creative. And I feel like you've got some new project, some new way that you're going to be making. Oh, my God. 10 of Cups right after. Gemini, don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Just don't stop. I'm sure you got haters. They can't understand how you just keep getting more and more and more. Like it doesn't stop, Gemini. And they see it, and they're jealous, and they don't understand it. Oh my God, it's not over. Ace of Pentacles. On top of everything, you're getting the money too. Gemini, for real? My goodness. Oh my gosh. And the Wheel of Fortune. Gemini. What in the world? This is like having a lottery card. Oh my gosh. Look, it ended on the devil, though. That's all. But this is like your greed. By this time of getting all that goodness, no wonder the devil came up. This is all kind of lust and greed and passion. And you got everything. No wonder. I mean, it's like, people are going to be so jealous of you. They are going to be so upset at you. I mean, I know there might be some haters out there, Gemini. They are not going to understand it. They're not going to understand why you got all the good. Oh, and look at this. On the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Pentacles. And this is telling me right away that the more you give, Gemini, the more you get. The more you give out, the more you're going to get back. So keep giving out good so you can keep getting good back. And don't lie. Don't deceive anybody, with the devil here. But just take advantage of all your good luck and good fortune, okay? And share that good fortune. I think that's what it wants you to do, okay? Much love to you, Geminis. I hope it resonated with some Geminis out there, whoever you might be. So I'm going to move on to the next sign because I want to get through this quickly. I want to help people, and I want to get these readings done for June. Okay, what's coming up? I want to just get these done for the late May, early June. And before I move on to Cancer, I'm just going to do a really quick station identification and invite you guys to join us at Scene. As you can see in my background, this is Scene. Everybody is welcome to join me at Scene. And what is Scene? Scene is the Spiritual Enlightenment Expansion Network, which is a new network I created with other spiritual people on Facebook. So all you have to do if you're on Facebook is find us at the Spiritual Enlightenment Expansion Network. Everybody is invited to join us on Scene. Okay? Much love to you. I hope to see you guys there. Okay, let's do Cancer. Let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Cancer. And this should be very interesting for Cancers because Gemini is in Cancer's 12th house. Right? The sign of Gemini. So I want to see how some Cancers are dealing with their 12th house being so illuminated, because it surely is. Ooh, you guys got some things going on, Cancer. And let's not forget, after Gemini season, it's Cancer season. So I want to make sure I get whatever message to Gemini that I have to get to Gemini. Ooh, Gemini. Some Cancers might have Gemini in there, because I reverted back to Gemini for a minute. Some Cancers might have Gemini rising, Gemini moon, and something else in Gemini. Okay, this is going to be an amazing reading. I'm just going to stop. I can tell some of the cards that are coming out here. You, Cancer, started on the devil. Now, I'm going to say this. For Cancer, this could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe. Because the devil's Capricorn. It could be that you're dealing with lies, deception, and deceit, Cancer. That could be it. Lies, deception, and deceit. So this could be a problem. And you got to make sure you're not lying and deceiving yourself. Because you also got the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords can indicate that you're not thinking straight, but it also can indicate that you just need to take some time to heal. Heal from what? Maybe all this decadence, whatever it is you've been doing. But it's time for you to get some rest, to heal, and maybe to avoid any kind of lies, deception, or deceit. It's time to rest, right? Yeah, King of Swords. I think, Cancer, if you take time, gather some information, whatever intel you need. Like when I think about Cancer right now, I'm thinking, okay, rest. Get lots of sleep, drink lots of water, gather all the information, King of Swords, that you need. Oh yeah, look at this. It's the Temperance card. Yeah, be patient. Rest, be patient, wait. Take your time. Get your information, do your reconnaissance. And look at that. And then I think you're going to start pursuing some type of love or relationship or something that's pleasant. I mean, the Nine of Cups is pleasant. And it usually is relationships or something like that. Oh, in the world, maybe some travel as well. But this is you getting some material success. When I see the Nine of Cups and the world together, that's material success coming in. And look, it's your judgment. Like, I think you're really going to get in material success. It's really coming, Cancer. I want you to understand that. You got the Ace of Cups. That's your ace. Oh my God, Cancer. You just got your ace in your reading. So yes, you are going to be emotionally fulfilled, Cancer. Something you really want. Something you really want is coming. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that money. Didn't I tell you? You got money coming. Money is coming your way. Cancer, it is definitely yours. Oh, and it's coming quickly. You might have to plan it, plot it, get a plan of action together, get that passion and drive together to make it real. But you can do this. This felt like it was money coming to Cancer. And on the, yes, Three of Cups, celebrating. Celebrating because I think you're going to get the money, Cancer. I think you got money. You got something to celebrate coming up. So good luck, Cancer. I don't know what's going on right now, but I foresee in the next month, this is going to be pretty good for Cancer. So stay positive and know that money is coming. Your emotional fulfillment is coming. I mean, this is great, okay? And that's your judgment. When I see the judgment card in the current position, it lets me know that this is really yours. It's already yours, Cancer. You're definitely going to get, I really believe something good's coming. So, you know, like I said, after Gemini season is Cancer season. So it's about to be your time. So make sure you take advantage of that. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Leo. Let's do Leo. Let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Leo. I am shuffling the cards for Leo. Let's see what cards we get out for Leo. And, you know, I mentioned when I was doing the earlier portion about where the planets are and what the planets are doing, that we have Mars in Leo right now. So let's see how that Mars, you know, what's going on with Leo. I sense something is happening with Leo. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, I just need to get a couple more cards. Oh, wait, there we go. Anything else for Leo? And these did not officially pop over. I'm going to do it again. I want to make sure I get the right message, because whatever this is, there's a theme, and I want to stick with... Oh, that's too many. I can't do all of those. Okay, give me... Oh, there we go. What is that? There we go. Okay. All right. So, Leo, first card. You're another one. Maybe you're the one that the Gemini was fighting with, but the fight is over. Put down your swords. It's over. The fight's done. Okay? I think you might have been in something. You might have been in some type of battle. I mean, I sense that Geminis have been in a battle anyway, but I think... back to Gemini again. I keep thinking about Gemini. Leos have been in a battle, but that battle is over. And I think it might be because you let something go. Queen of Swords. You might have cut something off, someone off. I think you let them go. I think it might have been because of communication. Page of Swords, right on the Queen of Swords, like that. It might have been something that was said, or maybe you just stopped talking to someone. This to me feels like, look, when I look at these cards, it's like the fight is over because I cut you off and I ghosted you. I'm not even talking to you. And why should I? If you're going to tell me bad news, I don't need that. Look at this, the High Priestess, because I'm using my intuition. And I know better than to talk to you, because you ain't going to do nothing but bring me bad news. And I don't need no bad news. That's why I'm walking away from you behind. I don't need that. I'm better than that. I'm a Leo, damn it. Don't you know? I'm a Leo. Don't you know who you're talking with? Such a Leo. Such a narcissistic. But look, I'm going to move away from you because you're not honoring me. You're not giving me what I need. You're not fulfilling me and making me feel special. And Leos need to be made to feel special. And if Leo, if you ain't being made to feel special, you're out of there. You're gone. And look at this. Here's the Empress right after. And creative. And here's the thing. Let me say this. If you do leave a relationship, okay, Leo, I feel like you're going to be very creative in getting a new one. Or if you're in a relationship, there could be a pregnancy coming. That could be it. Or you'll find a very creative way to either fix the relationship or leave the relationship. Because here's a Hierophant. It is about the relationship, okay? It is about the commitment. So I feel like this is definitely a subject that is at the top of mind. And the Nine of Pentacles, this is actually really good luck. Leo, I think you got really good luck when it comes to money. I think you got really good things that are going to come in your way. I do think you might have to make a commitment if necessary. But yeah, the more you give, the more you get. Like, especially if this is about a relationship. Okay, let me just stop for a second. Leos, I love y'all. But Leos love to get attention. And Leos love to get things. Some Leos don't realize that the secret to getting what you want is to give. That's why you got the 6 of Pentacles. The more you give, the more you get. So I think, Leo, once you realize that the more you give out, the more you're going to get back, the better it's going to be for you. I think then things are going to go much better for you. But I don't think you can see it right now. And I also don't think you know what decision or choice to make. You feel like you can't see what decision to make, what direction to go in. And because of that, it could be slowing things up. You got the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like right now you might be just making plans for what it is that you want to do, but you've got to take the blinders off so you can make the decision and see. And look, this is the Three of Wands. Yeah, you might have to have some courage to do that. Have courage to look into your future. Like, what does the future bring? What does the future hold? Don't be afraid to ease into your future, whatever it brings, right? Don't be afraid of it. And I think when you do that, Leo, and you give more than you get, I think you're going to be able to find money. I think you're going to be able to fix your relationship. I think you're going to be able to maybe find a creative way to get what it is you really want. But you're going to have to be very creative when you do that, okay? Much love to you, Leo. Much love to you. And may you get everything you want to get at this time, okay? So we are now going to move on to the sign of Virgo. Virgo. If you're a Virgo, or you know a Virgo, you better let them know I'm about to do these readings. We're about to do the sign of Virgo. And my daughter is a Virgo, so I'm always excited to do the sign of Virgo. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to follow me so you know when so you can stay, connected with me and know when I'm going live and stuff like that. So let's see what we're telling the sign of Virgo. What are we telling the wonderful sign of Virgo? Let's see what's going on. Oh, the cards are really kind of flying out here for Virgo. Let's see what we're telling the sign of Virgo. That was too many. I'm going to go ahead and let this keep going and let it tell me what it wants to tell me. That was too many. Virgo. Let's see, Virgos. Show me what to say, to share. That's too many. Let's see, Virgos. Yes, okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. There's something going on, Virgo. You know, it's so funny when I get that. I used to be so afraid when I get that, but now, no, I'm not. I get it. Let's see, anything else for Virgo? Show me clearly. I think I need it, at least. Oh, Virgo, really? Oh, man. Wait, what's this? Oh, my. You know what, I don't know. I grabbed it. I'm going to see. Does any other card want to come out for Virgo? Because, yep, it does. I knew it. Okay, Virgo, here we go. You got a lot of cards, because I had to get to the bottom of the story. I was not going to allow it to end where it was ending, because I didn't have the whole story. And now I've got it. And I'm going to talk about this, okay, Virgo? So the first card that you got was the Fool. Some Virgos might have Aries prominent in their chart. That could be it. But I really think this is about you making a decision and also making a choice and also not being afraid to do it. You know, sometimes we're afraid to make that first step off that ledge, to go in that direction that no one else has gone in, or to do that thing no one else has done, or something of that nature. But I'm telling you, this is your time to do that, to step off the ledge and do that. Don't be afraid, to do something new, to be different than everyone else. Look, when I see this, it both looks like they're foolhardy. Here is the Seven of Swords, like trying to get away with something. It looks like they're running away, trying to get away with something. But I do think maybe this is it, like starting something, trying to start something new. building relationships, the relationship card. This might have to do with a couple, but I do feel like it's about starting something new. And I do feel like this is about you trying to choose your direction that you're going in. I mean, you know what you've done, you know what you're capable of, but now I feel like you've got these choices, and you're trying to figure out what to do with these choices that you have. Like, look, here's the Two of Pentacles. These are the decisions. Again, you've got these choices, and maybe you do have an option to go left or right, up or down. You know, you might feel like you've got that now, this choice that you have to make. So that could be part of it. It could have something to do with money. It could have something to do with you receiving in some kind of offer. Here's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is usually indicative of some kind of offer coming in, and you might not be sure whether or not you should take this offer or not take this offer, and that could be causing a problem. It is probably going to cause a Tower. And what is this? This is something falling apart because it's you built it, but maybe it's top heavy. Maybe it's not the right path. Whatever it is, it's a tower, and it's bound to fall. Whatever that, if this is an offer, then I want you to be extra cautious about that offer. Because it feels like it's going to fall, whatever it is. And I want you to use your intuition, the High Priestess. Your third eye, your intuition. That's like almost like you subconsciously, internally, you already know. But you have to use your intuition to be sure. And I want you to take your time and pray about this, the Hermit card. Like, don't rush this decision. Take your time. Pray, meditate on it even. Don't rush into this. Make sure you're in a good place before any decision is made. Okay? Yeah, stay in your integrity. Here's that Seven of Wands. Because you might be in the midst of a battle. Like, you might have to decide if you're going to go this way or that way. I just keep getting this vibe of Virgos having to make these decisions. And that you might have to fight off something. Like something might just feel like, oh look, Ten of Wands. Feels like it's so much freaking work. Virgo, you just feel like you've been doing so much work. And it's felt so heavy. And standing in your integrity might have felt hard because it's been so much work. But look, you got the Knight of Swords. I do think that you can win at whatever it is you're doing. Just know that. But you might have to come in with that fire and that power and using your knowledge too to come in and win this victory. You may win the victory because of your brain, because you're so smart. And who is one of the smartest signs of the Zodiac? Virgo, that's who. So yes, I love that the Knight of Swords popped up. Because you can win because you use your noggin. Oh, and the final card, because there was a final card. Ten of Cups. Yes, that is emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment. So I feel like whatever it is that you go through, it's going to be worth it because you will get your emotional fulfillment. On the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Wands telling me the more you give out, the more that comes back to you. The more positive you put out, the more positive comes back. The more you give, whether it's money, time, effort, whatever, the more comes back to you. So remember that, Virgo, so you can get your 10 of Cups. All right. So that's my reading for Virgo. I pray that resonated with some Virgos out there because, man, Virgo, you are going to go through a lot to get to that 10 of Cups. But I think if you work hard and you fight off your haters and naysayers and you use your intuition, no matter what they try to topple over, no matter what falls apart, you will be able to come back and be victorious after that. But I would watch your relationships with other people. I sense that something might be going on there, Virgo. So, make sure you vet out who you trust. Don't just trust everybody. Virgos are trusting. Vet out who you trust. Okay, so that is important for Virgo. And I want to thank you, Ty, for sharing the live. Thank you, Ty. And let's go on to the next sign, which is the sign of Virgo. Or excuse me, Libra. Libra. We are going to do Libra. And let's see what the cards want to share with the sign of Libra. What are we telling Libra tonight? And these readings are going to be good probably for the rest of the month. You know, whenever you hear them, whatever your sign is, whenever you hear it, that's the right time to hear it. Okay, that's the way I like to look at it. Because sometimes you might not see this reading until I post it somewhere or you find it somewhere, and the time might have passed by the time you get to it. But if it resonates and if it's meant for you to hear it, then when you hear it, it's going to be the right time to hear it. I hope that makes sense, okay? So let's see what we're telling the sign of Libra. What are we sharing? I've got a couple of cards on the deck, and that is, well, I might take them. Let me see. I think I'm going to take these. Okay, I need just one more then. Okay, let's see. One more for the side. Oh, what? And it fell in my lap. And it fell upright. Yay! Okay, Libra. Let me take a sip of tea. Let me take a sip of tea. Give me a second. Okay, Libra. Libra. Oh, I love that it started with the Three of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. Libra, what a wonderful way to start everything. Three of Cups. This tells me you're starting out with working with other people, celebrating. Like I don't know what you've been through, but maybe you've already been through something and now you can celebrate at the end of it. And you got the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. And all of those go very well with Libra. This could be your rising sign, could be your moon sign as well. So either or, okay? But I sense that with this King of Wands on that Three of Cups, that is positive. That is so upbeat. And look, it's the Emperor. That's Aries. Aries is your opposite. That's your natural partner, is Aries. Aries is the opposite of Libra. And it's your natural astrological partner. And it also is, someone who's a leader. They are usually an executive. They make the decisions. So you might be dealing with someone. Maybe you have to make the decisions. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever it is, I see the Hermit next. And with the Hermit, I feel like you may not be making those decisions. I feel like you may have to pray or meditate or go within before you can make the decision. Look, there are three. Look, this is setting up a whole thing here. So we have the Hermit, right? And then we got the Moon. And then we got the Five of Cups. I'm going to just put them all together so you can see them together, okay? When you see the Hermit and the Five of Cups, it almost looks like the same card. Because it's almost like they got their head down, they're a little bit dejected. And then with the Moon in the middle, I feel like there could be some confusion. There could be some deception. You could be lying to yourself. You might not be able to see of what's going on. So here you're in this dejected feeling, maybe feeling like you're going to give up, maybe feeling like you can't make no money, like you're just, things aren't working out right for your life. I want you to pray and meditate, Libra, whatever you do. Do binaural beats, do EFT tapping. I mean, whatever you need to do, right? But I want you to stay in your integrity. Because right now, when things are going bad like that, it is easy to fall out of your integrity and to give up or to just start acting a fool. And this is not that time, Libra. It's Gemini season. This is actually good for Geminis. Gemini trines Libra. So I hope that you are taking advantage of the natural good time that Gemini bestows upon Libra. And look, we got the Four of Wands. Yes, this is celebration. This is your home life. This is celebrating at home. This is like feeling emotionally secured at home. Libra, this is all good. Just know that. This is, like I said, this is Gemini season. This is a positive time. So if you're good, you feel like it hasn't come through, be patient. Have some patience with the Temperance card. Wait for it. Look at that. 9 of Cups coming. It's coming. Your goodness is coming. Do you hear me? It's on its way to you right now. You might not even know it, but all kind of good is coming. You're about to win and you don't even know. You know, I feel like some Libras have just been thinking back, you know, when things were easier, or back to the past, or, you know, when it was maybe better. But look, you've got so much good coming your way during Gemini season, Libra. Don't you forget that. And it's the Hierophant. Maybe this has to do with your relationships, because Libras are always concerned with relationships or their partners or marriage. And I just want you to know that whatever this is, I feel like it's something good is going to happen in your partnership. So don't give up and stay positive. This is a positive time. Remember, it's a mindset game too. So you got to tell yourself, this is a positive time. Like, don't fake yourself out thinking it's negative. Because there's a lot of negativity going on in the world. But that doesn't mean it has to affect your life in that way. Okay? Because it's all about the energy all around us, and the energy we carry, and the energy that we pick up in this world. So pick up good. Pick up light. Pick up what you want, not what you don't want. Okay? So we're going to move on to the next sign, and that sign is the sign of Scorpio. And I like to invite anyone who has not followed me to make sure they follow me. Okay? So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Scorpio. I'm just going to shuffle a few times here. Let me just do this a couple of times. Just to get these cards. Just to shuffle and make sure we got the cards nice and separated here. And then we're going to see what we're going to tell the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got for Scorpios. Okay. Now that came out. That was in my hand, but I don't think that was supposed to come out. But let's see, what is that? Did that come out? Okay, that came out. I want to make sure I'm honoring these cards and putting out what they want to come out, not what I want to come out. That is so important, to let the cards speak to me. That's the way I like to do it. I like it when I get poppers and when the cards are plainly telling me what it is they want to say. That helps a great deal. It really does. So here, I'm going to take this. I really am. I'm going to take all of that, because we're on Scorpio, aren't we? And that is exactly what I'm about to do. I'm going to take all of those cards right there. Okay, here we go, Scorpio. I love your first card. It was the Star. And you know the Star is one of my favorite cards. It's the Aquarius card. It is the Aquarius. But it's about hitching yourself onto a star. It's about, you know, having that dream, pursuing that. Whatever it is, what is it that you want? What is that goal? What is that dream? Where are you reaching to? What is it that you need to release to get to that dream, that goal? That's really important. And you know, I really think it is about dreams and goals. 7 of Cups next. This is that card that just tells you that you got options and for your emotional fulfillment. But again, I feel like it's about hitching yourself on to this dream or belief that you've got these options to get this emotional fulfillment. I think once you do that, you're going to get there. And look, with the 8 of Pentacles, you might have to learn something new. You might have to learn a new way to get to that dream or those options, right? I mean, you know, we can't all just wake up and say, I think I want to be a real estate agent and make millions of dollars. Well, you're going to have to go to school and learn that. You ain't going to just go out there and get a job at Coldwell Banker or something like that. You got to go to school. So this is what this is. This is getting that that knowledge that you need to get started, and look what it leads to. It leads to the Nine of Cups. I love the Nine of Cups. This is you getting what it is you want. You know, I feel like you have to stay positive because there's the Death card. And I feel like, you know, you're Scorpio. It's true. There you go, Scorpio. That is your card. So you showed up in your reading. I'm not going to look at it as a negative. Now, maybe something is ending. Maybe something is ending because of whatever reason, so it has to end. But I'm looking at it positively, that it's the Death card, and because of that, it's you, it's Scorpio. And here's the King of Wands right after. So, Scorpio, I don't know if it's that you're dealing with a Leo, an Aries, a Sag, or that you need to have a more positive, uplifting, cheery attitude. I don't know if that's part of it. You know, remain positive. But you also got the King of Pentacles. And that could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but that's about the money. This is about you having money. Also, are these the only... No, you got another king coming. I just saw that. You got some kings here. I see that you're going to have a lot of luck when it comes to men. And you got the Queen of Cups as well. So there could be an emotional woman involved in this in some way. I don't know. It might just be you getting involved with your feminine side, but I feel like this could be a woman, and this could be an emotional woman. It's the Queen of Cups. It's about using your emotion in a way. Also being caring and compassionate, Scorpio. Also, let's not forget, you are, if you're a female, the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, that's you, okay? That's you showing up in your reading again. And I feel like you got the Two of Swords. I feel like, Scorpio, you showed up in your reading, but I don't think Scorpios know what the heck is going on right now. I really feel like some Scorpios are so confused about what's happening, and they can't see. They feel like they can't see. I just want you to just be creative, the Empress. I hope some Scorpios ain't pregnant, because that's always pregnant with ideas, or pregnant. But it's also creativity. And so you might be dealing with a Virgo also, but I feel like it's creativity. You could be really creative right now. This could be children. This could just be creative endeavors. Like whatever you're working on. Didn't I say something about you learning a new skill? Yes, I did. Remember? 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, you are learning this new way of doing things. This creative way of doing things. This thing that I think is going to lead to your success and your money. And look, it ended on the King of Cups. So look, in this reading, you had the Queen of Cups. And I haven't done this for any other sign tonight, but I'm going to do it for you because I can't believe, first of all, that you had 3 kings. And second, that you had the King and Queen of Cups. Okay? And the Empress and the Death card. The Empress and the Death card are the only 2 cards. So that could either be you, Scorpio, with a Virgo. Some Scorpios might be doing something with a Virgo. Or it could just be that, you know, I hate to think that some Scorpios might have lost a child or something like that. Let's hope that's not what it was. So when I saw the King and Queen of Cups come out, this is indicative of a couple. So some Scorpios are dealing with relationship issues. They're a couple. I think if you are a couple, you're an emotional couple. You might be a very good couple. Positive, working together, doing things together, but emotional. You know what I mean? But I sense there's a couple. And if you're a female or a male, I sense that you can get a lot of help when you're dealing with men. I do think that men are going to be the primary focus in helping you. And look, on the bottom of the deck was the King of Swords. You know what? I'm going to check that out. 4 kings. Okay, I'm going to tell you what 4 kings. Because Scorpio, you just got 4 kings. And I have not seen 4 kings. It says you will become highly influential. And also, you might be dealing with people who are influential. you might have to have some self-discipline. But yeah, it's males, of course. It's lots of men. But leaders. This is all about leadership and status and importance and being someone great and refusing to give up and accepting responsibility. I mean, I don't think it's any mistake that you got the cards that you got in this reading. I feel like you might have to go back and learn something new with the Eight of Pentacles here, to be this leader, to be this king, to be this person who leads and takes care of everything and maintains the status quo and the structure and all of that. But I feel like once you do this, you got this. Okay? This is very powerful. Very powerful. Just the fact that it ended on the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck tells me that the solution is to gain more information. The more information you gain, the better your chances are for success. Okay? So that is my reading for the sign of Scorpio. I hope this resonated for some Scorpios. It was my pleasure to do this for you. If you have any questions for me, come visit me, you guys, at astrologyalookinside.com. That is my website, astrologyalookinside.com. You're all invited to join me at astrologyalookinside.com. And you can also join me at gregarious1.com. That's our social media site, gregarious1.com. And everyone's invited to join me there as well. So I'm going to move on to the next sign because I want to get this done. We're going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. Let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Saggy. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. And let's not forget, Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini. So Saggy, this is, you're dealing with a time when this is not your strongest time, this is not your strong suit, it's a weak time for Sagittarius. And some Saggies, well, let me just take a moment to honor the great late Tina Turner, a Sagittarius. I think that's a great example. She was 83 years old. It took her immediately Gemini season. And so I feel like all Sagittariuses need to be on their P's and Q's and know that the sun is opposing you right now, and it's not an easy time for some Saggies maybe. So let's see what cards come out for Sagittarius. I got a couple of cards here, and you guys, I do astrology readings too, but I like the tarot because they're easy to read, and I feel like my cards talk to me anyway. I don't know about other people, but the cards talk to me, and so I can get all kind of great information just by pulling the cards. And I like to do them every month, and this gives me an opportunity to do that right now so I can get them done. And then what I'm going to do is I will probably either post them on YouTube, or I'll make little shorts or something so you guys can see them on my profile. Okay, so we're just getting the messages out right now for the sign of Sagittarius. That's what we're doing right now. Saggy, I got 4 here. That's 6 here. Oh, okay. So I just need what? Oh, wait, I see a couple cards turned over, I think. Let me just make sure. Are they not turned over? Okay. I thought I saw some turned over cards. Okay. So I just need 2 more cards for Sag. Oh, I did see a turned over card. So I need another card for Saggy. Oh. And that is 3 cards. That's too many. We're going to try again. I'm going to see if anything else wants to come out, because I want to make sure. Oh. No. I think I might have enough. Let me see. For Sagittarius. Okay. I got what I got for Saggy. So Sagittarius, this is what I got for you. I got a lot of cards, actually, maybe too many. I'm just thinking, I got so many cards. So the first card I got for Sagittarius was the Six of Cups. And you know, I love, it's such a sweet card, the Six of Cups. It's just remembering a time when things were better. Maybe your home life, your past, maybe when you were young, or when things were positive for you. And you know, we tend to think back on things like that. Look, yeah, the Three of Wands. He's doing the same thing. He's looking towards future, though. And I think this is what these two cards together is telling you. Like, look, you could spend your time trying to get back to your past, or you could have courage and look forward or toward your future. Okay? So you can either look to where your past, get stuck in the past, or have the courage to look toward the future. And when you do look toward the future, you win. You got the Sun. This is the best card in the tarot deck. You're going to win. Okay, you're going to be victorious. I really believe that, but something is going to end. It's the Death card, Saggy. And I feel like something has to end so that you can get a new start. And look, the Wheel of Fortune right after the Death card. So when something dies off or it ends, look at that. You got a new lotto card. You got a new Wheel of Fortune, a new opportunity, the win that comes in, and you got the Ace of Cups. This is you getting your emotional fulfillment. And you know what I love about this? Let me just make sure before I say it, but I'm almost positive. Yes. What I love is that in your current position, you had the Fool. I love that. That says, look, whatever you've been through, whatever you've done, whatever you've experienced, it's time for you to take a leap. It's to try again and to have the courage to try again. You had the Three of Wands and now you have the Fool. I just get the feeling, Sag, it's telling you to have courage and to go for it. To go for it. With the Fool, it's saying go for it. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled with the devil here. It is so easy to be fooled by lies and deception and deceit, or by what it is you want, right? Your most base nature, like your lust, your passion, your greed, your 7 deadly sins. But I do still think you can win. You got the 9 of Pentacles. And I love the 9 of Pentacles. It's not quite the 10 of Pentacles, but it is an indication that somebody is most likely winning, and winning big. And you know, the thing is, I feel like for some Sagittariuses, it's that you're going to be moving away from what is happening now. So it might not be great. You might not be at your 10 of Pentacles right now. But I feel like you're going to move away from what's going on that's not working, and you're going to get to that. And when I say move away, I mean it. Look, 8 of Cups. You might literally be leaving a situation that's just not working. That could be a job. That could be a relationship. That could be anything. You are out of there. You don't feel like they're honoring you. Look at this. 7 of Swords right after it. Leaving. Literally getting away. Running away. Getting away. You had 3 leaving cards in a row. Look at this. Leaving. Getting away. Travel. You are definitely leaving, Saggy. I don't know if you're literally traveling or if you're just leaving because you weren't being honored. You weren't feeling like they were honoring you, so you're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to get my 9 of Cups. My 9 of Pentacles. I'm going. Look at this. On the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups is a relationship. I don't know if you're leaving that relationship or you're leaving to a new relationship, but you're outie. Whatever has been going on up until now, you're out. You're like running out, like just done. Some Saggies are done. And let me tell you this, Saggy, in Gemini season, the fact that you got the 2 of Cups, relationships, it's all about relationships. Gemini is your 7th house of partnerships. Gemini is where all the emphasis is for you. So the entire month, if you are in a relationship, you're going to be thinking about your relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you're probably going to get into a relationship, or it's just going to be top of mind. It's just that time of year. So good luck to you, Sagittarius. I hope that resonates to you. I hope that you have a positive experience in your relationship, and that all works out for you. And I just want to also say, if you have not already done so, be sure to follow me. And also remember, we have our subscription now where you can subscribe to my profile, my channel, and I will do readings for you for free. And I usually charge up to $200 per reading, you guys. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's a pretty good deal to get on that. So we're doing the sign of Capricorn next. We're doing Capricorn. Let's see what we're going to tell my wonderful Capricorn brothers and sisters, because I am a Capricorn as well. So I just had a bunch of cards turned over, and I'm going to take them all. Let's see what we're telling Capricorn, because I feel like this message is meant for Capricorn, and I want to share it with them. So let's see here. Okay, Capricorns, let's see what we're telling Capricorns. We need just a few more cards for Capricorns. What are we telling the Capricorns? Capricorn, Capricorns, Capricorn, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorns, here we go. And I want you guys to know I am a double Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn with Capricorn rising. So I want this to be good. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, fighting. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. I love Six of Pentacles as the first card. Why? It's saying the more you give, Capricorn, the more you get, Capricorn. The more you give out, Capricorn, the more you get back, Capricorn. So in my case, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a whole bunch of lead magnets and special offers for people to opt in. That's what I'm about to do. But the more you give, the more you get back, Capricorn. The more you give, the more you get back. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Some Capricorns ain't happy about this giving. Look at this card. This is, by the way, I always make fun of this card. It's 4 cups, but look at him. Look at his face. I don't know if you can see his face because of the way this is. This is the stinking thinking card. This is stinking thinking. Some Capricorns might have stinking thinking. You know what I mean by stinking thinking? It's where you're thinking everybody else has 10 cups. And I've got 4 cups. And real talk, it might be like, I don't know why I work so hard and I don't get any views. Nobody sends me any diamonds or roses or gifts. And I'm just here all by myself working so hard. And why is everybody else, they get thousands of followers and gifts, and I got one person following me right now. Right? That sounds like me right now. Such a Capricorn thing going on. But we got the King of Wands, and I feel like this is saying no matter what's going on, keep giving. So I'm going to keep coming back. I'm going to keep giving. I'm going to keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? And with the King of Wands, I'm going to do it with a positive attitude. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to come and bring sunshine and joy. I'm going to work hard, 10 of Wands. I might feel like I've been working so hard and not getting anywhere, but I'm going to keep at it because I know if I keep working hard, it's going to lead to my success. I might even feel like I'm trapped. I'm bound. I can't even figure out, how to do it right now. But I'm going to keep doing what I got to do so that I can succeed, because I got the Ace of Swords next. Ace of Swords, Capricorn. What is that saying? It's saying be creative, that your creative juices are flowing, that you've got the potential to become a brilliant creative masterpiece of some kind. That creative luck is yours. And that success is yours. You got success coming, Capricorn. This is the ultimate success. Success, okay? Ace of Swords. Success, Capricorn, is coming. And in the current position, it's the Lover's card. Oh, I love that. I love that. Because this is about love. This is, and it could just be about you're making a decision about love. You had the Ace of Swords there too. It's about choices. I think some Capricorns are making choices and decisions about love. And you know, you got the Three of Pentacles right after. And it could be someone that you work with, somebody that you know, somebody that, you know, when I see the Three of Pentacles, it's always like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's like, I know this person who knows this person who knows this person. But whoever it is could lead to your success, and you could learn something new, which is great. Also, you have the Two of Wands, which is about choosing the direction. You might just have to choose the direction that you need to go in to be a success. That's really what it is, because the success is coming. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. Money is coming, Capricorn. Success is coming, Capricorn. It's coming. I think once you make your choice about how you're going to do it, what you're going to do, it's coming. And here's the Ace of Pentacles. You've got success. This is your ace, Capricorn. Capricorn, you've got so much success coming your way. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love that. What a gorgeous reading, because if I'm not mistaken, let me just check. Yeah, you had 2 aces. You had 2 aces in that reading. That's beautiful. Absolutely. I love that, Capricorn. On the bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups! Yes! 10 of Cups! Capricorn, we're going to get our emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment, Capricorns. Emotional fulfillment. I love that. I love that. Capricorns, it is so amazing. Good things are coming. And you know what I love about this is because Gemini is actually in the 6th house of Capricorn. I don't know if you know that. And when Gemini, you know, when the sun is in Gemini, then Capricorn can work. The sun is in your work life. So, and also your health. So Caps, take this time to improve your health, to improve your work life, to improve your communications at work, and clear up things. Maybe do all the filing and stuff like that needs to be done. But this is that time. This is that time. And when you do that, I think it'll lead to your success. So I'm going to do another one. Another one. We're going to do Aquarius. We're going to do Aquarius. Let's see what we tell the sign of Aquarius. Let's see what we're telling the sign of Aquarius. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to follow. Be sure to follow. So let's see what we're doing here for the sign of Aquarius. I got all kind of cards coming out, and I'm taking them. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. It's too many. I just need 2 cards for Aquarius. Aquarius, still not giving me the card yet. There they are. Okay, Aquarius, I love the cards that came out just now. I love that just came out. Aquarius, you start out with an Ace of Wands. You start out with creativity, and your creativity is going to make you so successful. You are a creative genius. And you know, Aquariuses normally are creative geniuses, but you really are right now. And I feel like this is you getting over being stabbed in the back. 10 of Swords. Some Aquariuses feel like they've been stabbed in the back, that people have let them down. Yeah, there's been a fight. Look at that. The fight is over now, but you still feel stabbed in the back. You still feel like you were let down. I feel like you might have felt like you were fighting fighting for your money, fighting for every dime that you got in your bank account, just trying to feel like it was back in the day, maybe before the pandemic, just remembering when things were better, and you've just been fighting for the money. Here's the Queen of Pentacles, just showing how you've been really being creative and finding ways to hold on to the money. Maybe working extra hard, coming up with ways to find the money. You might not even feel like you know how to find the money because you got the 8 of Swords here, making you feel like you are trapped. Maybe you feel like you're trapped in the work that you do, or in the company that you're in, or in the finances that you have. And here's the Queen of Swords here. You might feel like you've been dealing with a lot and that you just want to let it go. I would say get some more information. You might need to get more knowledge and more information. But whatever it is, here's the 10 of Cups. I feel like, especially if you get the knowledge that you need to be successful, oh man, Aquarius, look at this. This is beautiful. This is you being emotionally fulfilled. And it ends on the Ace of Swords. That's your swords, Aquarius. It ends with your ace. You are going to be successful, Aquarius. You are going to be victorious, Aquarius. You are going to win. And I think it's going to happen when you walk away from what is not serving you. If you are somewhere or doing something where you feel stabbed in the back and there's been fighting, and you feel like you got to fight for every dime, and it ain't the way it used to be, and you feel like your hands are tied, get up and walk away. Get up out of there. You don't need that. You deserve better than that, and you know it. You deserve better than treatment than that, especially if this is somebody who's been, say, at a company, and you've been with that company loyal for ages, and now because of the pandemic or whatever reason, they want to act a fool with you. You don't have to put up with that. Get up and walk away and get yourself the job that makes you feel emotionally secure and makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. That makes you don't want to feel like you want to go in there and do damage to people. Never, put your own peace of mind in jeopardy for a few dollars, because you can always get a new job, but you can't get a new mind. Okay. Let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Pisces. What are we telling the sign of Pisces? What are we telling Pisces? Let's see, Pisces. Now, don't forget, Gemini season is square Pisces. So some Pisces might be going through it. I don't know what you're going through right now, Pisces. But you might be going through something. We're going to find out what this could be. Oh, but this, sometimes squares create action, and action create results. Remember that. Sometimes people get scared of squares, and I like to remind people, no, squares create the action. They create the impetus that we need to be successful. You just sit around on your butt, eating bonbons, watching Netflix. I'm saying that because I do that sometimes. Just sit around eating popcorn, watching Netflix. But if you just do that and don't put out effort, then you can't complain when nothing comes back. So you need the impetus, you need the fire, the drive. And sometimes squares give us that. And that could be what's going on for some Pisces. So I've got the cards for you, Pisces. It starts out, what a card for Pisces. It's the give to get card, 6 of Pentacles. And why do I like that? Because Pisces is known as being very generous and caring and giving. And so it's saying the more that you give, the more comes back to you. So remember to be caring and giving, Pisces. And also, it's the Ace of Wands right after that. This is being creative in how you're giving. I feel like when you're creative, and maybe it's something you create and you give it away as, say, an offer or a lead magnet. You got the King of Pentacles right after that. It's going to lead to money. Right? And if you don't know what I mean, and if you got an online business, reach out to me. I actually work with business people in my real life. So I could help you with something like that. But look, this is about business. And I also think this is about learning something new. We've got the Hierophant here. This could be about commitment, right? It could be about having commitment to a certain thing. But I do think it could be about teaching or learning. And it could be about teaching or learning about money. I do sense, though, that you're not happy. Pisces. Right? Are we on Pisces, right? I sense you're not happy. I sense that you're in the cups. You're like, they're doing so much better than me. I work so hard. And they're getting everything. I don't got anything. This is not fair. This is an unfair system. It's set up for me to fail. You know, you could be thinking all of that kind of stuff. But look, in your current position, you had the Ten of Cups. You're another one. You're scheduled to get your emotional fulfillment. Don't get down. And no comparisonitis. It is not about what the other people are doing. It's about what you do. What are you bringing to the table? Because look, you got the Ace of Cups. That's your ace, Pisces. That's your ace. I think you can win, Pisces. When you take a chance, when you step out on a limb, when you are the leader with the Emperor coming up next, when you are the leader, when you're taking a chance, when you're making executive decisions, when you're learning new things, when you're doing new things, when you're going for your material wealth, when you're being a leader, when you do this, you can win. And when you're caring and giving, and you give to get, you give out more than you get back, you're going to win. And here on the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. That is a happy, loving king. I love that. I love that you got that. You had 2 10s here. Let me just see. You had the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You had 2 aces. I just realized that. You had 2 10s and 2 aces. And I know that, and just knowing what I know, the 2 aces, first of all, the 2 10s, whatever bad's happening is going to end sooner than you thought it would. And the 2 aces tells me that you can make money in business. And I believe that. And also because you had these 4 major arcana here, because you had 4 major arcana. You had the Hierophant, the Fool, the Emperor, and the World. And the Hierophant, this is like, I just feel like it's taking a chance. This is really going for it. Okay, it's like putting forth that energy, that fire, that passion. Because the Fool and the Emperor is basically Aries. And some Pisces might have Aries rising, might have Aries moon. But I do feel like when you put forth the passion, the action, and then with the King of Wands on the bottom, put forth the action and the passion, then you're going to win. You're going to get whatever it is at that point. But you've got to put forth that passion, okay? And take the action. Take the action. What do I always say? Take the shot. Take the shot. And when you do, you will win, Pisces. I really sense a winning coming in for the sign of Pisces. Okay, so good luck, Pisces. I hope that resonated. I hope you take on your role as a leader, and if you're the boss, be the boss, right? Because sometimes I think that's what happens. You know, we get afraid to lead. We're afraid of what people will say if we are too much of a leader or something of that nature. But you've got to, sometimes you've got to take on the role of leader, be a leader, and do what needs to be done. So we're going to move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Aries, and talk about leader. Aries is a natural born leader. So we're going to see what these cards want to tell the sign of Aries tonight. I want to thank everybody who has joined me off and on tonight. If you haven't already done so, be sure to follow. And that way you know when I'm going live again. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Aries. What cards come out for the sign of Aries? Oh, there is a card that turned over here. So that freaks me out that that was the first card. Oh, Aries. Okay. Okay, Aries. Let's see. Come on. Aries. It is really not... Oh, it fell on the floor. Oh. So, I don't know... Well, okay. I'm just going to put that there. Aries. Let's get some more cards for Aries, because it's not. And you guys, you know, I used to do these kind of lives over on YouTube, but I figured why not do it on TikTok as well, and that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. So okay, so Aries. Oh, Aries. Aries. Lord, what is going on with my Aries pals out there? Because I have progressed Aries rising, so I'm a little bit like, whoa, let's talk about this. So the first card we got was the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Whatever is going on, Aries, you can't see it. I don't think you can see it, and you're not sure what to do about it either. You don't know what to do. You don't know what decision to go in. You have no clue right now. And Aries is like, clueless. But look, the next card that came out was the Chariot. I want you to just go with the flow. Go with the feelings, Aries. Yes, you may not know what you're doing. You may be blind and feel like you're stuck and you can't move and you don't know where to go and how to do it. But just stick to it and you will win. And it's going to come in fast. This victory that wants to come into you, it's coming in quickly and it's coming in very fast. And I don't know if the victory is about love, because the Lovers was upside down. Don't know what's going on with love, okay? That's up in the air. So, but because the Death card was right on it. I'm sorry. Aries, I don't know what kind of relationship you're in. I don't know if you want the relationship to end or not, but I just sense like whatever it is, it'll lead to your victory when it ends, because it was upside down, it's reversed, and it was right on that. And it is what it is. But look, I sense with this, spend your time on other things. Spend your time on the money. Get your mind off of whatever this Lovers issue is. There is a problem with Aries and Lovers. I don't know. We're going to go deeper as the cards go, but I would spend time making money, and I would watch my money. If you're in a relationship, I would watch my money from a partner with my money. Something's ending, and I don't know if it has something to do with your partner and your money. But look, here's the Three of Cups. I sense that at the end of whatever this is, there could be some celebrating, maybe. But look, right now, I feel like Aries, this is the current card in the current position. This is the Three of Hearts, or Three of Swords. Some Aries just feel like they got stabbed in the heart. The Lovers card was reversed, and the Three of Swords is in the current position. I'm sensing all kind of issues with the relationships. I'm sorry. Now, can you get emotional fulfillment with your relationship? Yeah. You got the Nine of Cups next. This is possible. Like, that could be fixed. I don't know what went wrong, but I feel like it can be fixed. And maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're learning new ways to fix your relationship, fix your life. Eight of Pentacles. That's down there working hard, trying to figure out what it is. But no, I'm just saying you got stabbed in the back. You either already got stabbed in the back, and this person already did whatever they're going to did, or it's about to go down. I'm serious. Oh my God. And this is the Judgment. Lord, it's over. That's it. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant. It's about the relationship. I'm telling you, the relationship, it's done. Something's happening. Don't say I said, I didn't tell you. Because I'm telling you, Aries. Something's done. Now, with the Hierophant, it could be because of a commitment, a lack of commitment. This could be the marriage. The marriage is over. I don't know. But you're at the Judgment stage. This tells me we're at the end stage of it. So if there's cheating, they're at the end stage of that cheating. They stabbed you in the back, we're at the end stage of them stabbing you in the back. I'm just saying, I hope that you figure out what, and the Three of Swords in the current position, like, it just never stopped. That whole reading, it never stopped. It was like something ended. It was the death of the lovers in reverse. It's just never stopped. It completely stayed on. But the one thing I want to keep in mind was that you did get that Chariot. So I feel like, yeah, your relationship might end. It might tank. Okay? But you are still going to win. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes we can still win even when the relationship ends. Because it was not the right relationship. Something wasn't right in the relationship. So when the relationship ends, it's actually for our benefit. And we just got to be aware of that and know that, and let nature take its course. Because if they're cheating on you, lying to you, or whatever, you don't need that. You don't need that. You can let that go. Let that go, and then go get your victory. Go get the person, place, or whatever that's going to make you happy. That's the beauty of that, right? That's the beauty of that. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Taurus. And by the way, I hope that resonated with Aries. And if you are an Aries and you really want to go deeper and you want to talk about this, please reach out to me. You can reach me at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And I just saw Jason said Gemini. I did Gemini first. But this is what I'm going to do, Jason. I promise I'm going to do it. I'm going to break this up because I've been on for 2 hours. I'm going to break this up into smaller little videos, and I will post them on my profile. So do make sure you follow me so that you know, or can follow these on my profile, which I upload all of the card readings. So we're going to do this for Taurus. And I will, if I got energy, Jason, I might do something special for you, especially if you follow me, if you haven't already done so. Or send me some love. Send me some love. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Taurus and see what's going on. Oh, Taurus. Taurus has got something going on. Let's see, Taurus. See, Taurus. What are we telling the sign of Taurus? Let me know, Divine Spirit. What are the cards coming out for Taurus? Show me. Oh, we got a bunch coming out here. But I did see. I saw something. I'm not going to say it. I'll share it in a minute. I won't say what I saw. Taurus. You know, the funny thing about Taurus right now is, Taurus, you're in the 12th house of Gemini. So it's Gemini season, but you would be in the 12th house of Gemini, and so you might be feeling that, like that it's not quite the way you would want it to be. Okay, and you could be feeling that. So let's see what else we're telling the sign of Taurus. And I said Gemini, didn't I? Or Taurus. We're on Taurus, but we're in Gemini season. So let's see. We need a few more cards for Taurus. Here's something. Here's something else here. Let's see. Where are we at? We've got. Okay, Taurus. Taurus. Give me at least one more Taurus card. Let's see, Taurus. Let's do this. Taurus is making me work for these cards too. It's not just coming out easy. It wants me to work. Okay, so here we go. This is what we got, Taurus. This is what's going on. I want to tell you, Taurus, I love that it started with the Wheel of Fortune as your first card. Why? When the Wheel of Fortune is the first card, it tells me that anything is possible. Anything. So even whatever I read, I want you to understand that you've got the potential to do so much, that you can achieve so much during this time because you started out with this Wheel of Fortune. It's like starting out with a lotto card in your back pocket. So no matter what happens, you've got this. Yeah, choices. Look. 7 of Cups right on top of that. choices. You've got choices, Taurus. You might not know about them yet, okay? Because a Gemini is in your second house, but I have a feeling this is about choices, and maybe it might have to do with money. I feel like whatever it is, this is a judgment. Something's ending. It's the end of it. I almost feel like, we just had that we had the full moon in Taurus or new moon in Taurus. I feel like this is a new start for Taurus, and the judgment has been done. Look, really, Tower right after. So something is ending so you can get a new beginning. Something ended. It's a new beginning, a new start. Because the end, it's over, whatever it was. And look, King of Pentacles, there you are, Taurus. Maybe it's money. This is you getting a new start, literally. I feel like you are starting from beginning. And when you do, you're going to win. You got the Chariot. I love it. I'm so happy. So this is victory. It's coming in quickly. You are about to win big time, Taurus. And it's probably because you've been patient and you've been waiting. And I just want to make sure this is the current position card. Yes, it is. I love this. Your current position card is the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, but the Emperor is a leader. This is you being a boss, Taurus. This is you being a leader. This is you taking charge. This is you making the decision that changes your life, that leads to the success of this Chariot. You have to be that leader. You have to be that boss. It might be because of someone that you know. And Jason, thank you so much. He just sent me 70 roses. God bless you, Jason, or Heavenly Father, Divine Spirit. So here we are with this. This is about who you know, Taurus. I feel like some Tauruses may get ahead because of who they know, or maybe going through something because of the people they know. I feel like some Tauruses just don't get it, though. You've been sad. I think you've been having nightmares. You've been having bad dreams. You've been thinking about all this stuff that could go wrong. What's wrong with your money? What's wrong with your work? What's wrong with your relationship? What's wrong with everything? Just bad thinking. This is about fixing your mindset because you're having bad nightmares. And I think it is about the money. I mean, this is Four of Pentacles. How, Taurus? This is holding on for dear life with every dime that you have. This is holding on for everything. And it could be because of the fears that you have, the nightmares, the bad dreams that you have about who knows what you're thinking. Taurus, it may have been a really bad experience for you. And I just feel like you just don't know what to do. You don't know what direction to go to that's going to lead to your victory. And so you feel like you're stuck and that you can't see it. You can't make the decision. But I want you to find that fire and that passion inside of you. And I want you to go with all your might toward your victory, to feel it with the passion and the fire that you have inside your spirit, inside your soul. It will lead you in the direction that you need to go. This is having that fighting spirit that's going to lead to your victory. And this is time to have that victory. And here's the star on the bottom of the deck. And I love that we had the star on the bottom of the deck, because that tells me, yeah, you don't know maybe what direction to go in. But if you just hit yourself onto a star, if you just believe, if you just go for your dream, for your goals, you will achieve your dreams and your goals. So you have to figure out, first of all, what it is you want to achieve. And then you hit yourself onto that, and you put your blinders on, and you don't let anything deter you from getting to that dream, that goal, that star that you want to attain. When you do that, Taurus, you are going to be so successful. You are going to win. And there's nothing that's going to stop that. So I love that for you. I love that you got the Chariot, because I know that victory is possible. But you got to believe, you got to hit yourself onto a star, and you got to have that passion. You got to have that fire and drive. You know, Tauruses are the laziest sign in the zodiac. It's a proven fact. They've already proven. Tauruses are the laziest sign in the zodiac. So you have to get the passion, the fire, and the drive in order to get things done. Otherwise, nothing will get done, Taurus. You'll go find something good to eat and go hang out at Carl Jr.'s or something. That's so Taurus, right? So I'm going to do something special. And by the way, Taurus, I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that if this did resonate with you and you'd like to learn more, get more details, maybe have me look at your actual birth chart, visit me at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And the link is in my bio, so go check out my bio. Now, I'm going to do something extra special, and then I'm going to get off of here. I've been on for over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours, you guys. I can't believe it. So I'm going to do a special reading for Jason, because Jason is a Gemini, and it was the first sign I did. So I did it ages ago, and so Jason missed it. And also, Jason sent me 70 roses, and if anyone deserves to get their own reading, it is definitely Jason. So, and also, I like to say to you guys, anyone else like to get a reading, if you send me roses like Jason did, I will stop and do the readings. And oh my God, Jason, I am loving what I'm seeing here. I cannot wait to tell you what I'm seeing. This is amazing. Jason, I don't know what's going on in your life, but I got a special message to share with you, okay? I got some special things I'm going to share with Jason tonight. Okay, let me see. I'm going to take... Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. But you know what? I've got room, and I'm going to take these cards right here. Okay, there we go. Oh, I love that. Jason, what in the world? Okay, I got one more card for Jason. Jason, wait till you hear these cards. Oh my gosh. I just want to see if there's anything else other than that. Anything else that wants to come out. Yes! Okay, sorry. I get so excited. Okay, Jason. Okay, buckle your seatbelts, Jason. Buckle your seatbelts. Okay. First card, the very first card for Jason. He got the Magician. I love the Magician. Why? Because the Magician tells me whatever I tell you in this reading, Jason, you've got all the tools that you need to win. You got all the tools that you need to succeed. So no matter what's going on in your life right now, no matter what insecurities you have, no matter what health issues you have, no matter what's been going down, you have this ability to win. You are the Magician. You've got all the tools. You may not feel like you have been the Magician. You got the Five of Pentacles right on it. So when I see this is the, out cold in the cold card. You might have felt like you got kicked out in the cold, that you've been left behind, that people don't care about you, that you don't have enough money, that you're not successful. You might have been really worried about this and where your next dime is coming from. But Jason, can I just tell you something? I don't care what you've been through. You could be living in a shelter right now. But when I'm done with you, I want you to know something. You win! You win, Jason! You got the Sun! You not only started with the Magician, but you got the Sun card. I don't think you win. Right after the Sun, you got the Nine of Cups. This is you getting emotional fulfillment. This is you shining. This is you being a magician, being a leader. I don't think you see it. It's mental. Jason, this is all up here. You're already the winner. You don't see it. You've been having maybe bad thoughts, bad nightmares. Just wondering, like, am I worthy? Is this person going to do? Is this going to work? Is that going to work? I want you to be patient. I think patience is everything, okay, right now. I really do think patience is a virtue right now, because I think you've been waiting. I think you've been so creative. I don't know what you've been doing creatively, but with the Page of Wands, this is the most creative card. So I feel like you have been really, maybe, I don't know, doing master classes or whatever you've been doing. Very creative, trying to figure it out. But it's got the Ace of Wands. I can't even stop. I didn't even know how to start it. Ace of Wands. This is you getting victory. Victory is coming in. And it's because of some kind of creative thing you've done. I told you you're the magician. You might have some kind of magic creativity that I don't know if it's making videos. I don't know what it is you do, but it's something where you're creative and it's going to lead to your success. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you got the magic lotto ticket right here. You've got it right on the Ace of Wands. Oh, how gorgeous. And right after that, the Hangman. I think you just need to be patient. Be patient. Make your choices. Decide what direction you need to go into. Okay, I got this vibe. So maybe you're someone who has a job, like a regular job, or 2 jobs, or you do multiple things, I think. And you've got to make a choice. Which is the thing that's going to be the thing that you do? Because when you make the choice, you win again! You got the 6 of Wands, Jason! I love your reading! I loved it from beginning to end. From beginning to end. You want to know why? Because you just keep winning. On the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, going off for the money. This is all going to lead to your money. It's all. The fact that you ended on the Victory card, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. It's incredible. And the only thing I think is holding you back is just that belief. You know, I gotta say this. And oh, wait a minute. You guys, I do this. I like to take the cards apart and see what's going on with all the different cards. First of all, you had 2 9s. So let me tell you something about 2 9s. When a person gets 2 9s in a reading, it tells me that God, your guardian angels, the archangels, spirits, your ancestors, whoever, they are watching over you. You are protected. Do you understand? You're protected. They're watching over you. I really want you to understand that. And you only had 1 face card, and that was the Page of Wands. And it just may feel like you're in this creative stage, maybe talking about it, writing it about it, reading about it, studying about it. But you might not feel like you're in it yet, that you are, worthy yet. But I want you to know with the Ace of Wands, you are. Okay, you've got this creativity. You said this reading addresses exactly what I was going to ask you. I love it when that happens. I love it. And Jason, let me tell you this. One of the things that you also had in this reading was a preponderance of major arcana. A preponderance. And what I mean by that is, look at your major arcana. It's ridiculous. So when I see major arcana like this, I know that the person you're on a path right now, that you've got to fulfill this path. You got the Magician. You got the Sun. You got the Temperance card. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and you got the Hangman. And I can tell you that when you get the Magician and the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, the good fortune is coming. You just got to be patient. Temperance and Hangman. You just have to be patient. That's it. Just be patient. It's coming. It's really coming. Okay? You might have to go off to it with the King, the Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes that is us actually walking toward our good, and so you might have to walk toward your good. But with the Ace of Wands, that's just you being really creative, and your good's going to come toward you, because I think you're going to create something that's amazing, and it's just going to happen. I believe in you, Jason. I believe in you. And thank you for confirming. He said, this reading addresses exactly what I was going to ask you. And I love that. I love it when the cards work out that way, and I feel like I have a special relationship with my cards, and they talk to me. So bless you, Jason. Bless you for the roses. Bless you for your support. Make sure you follow me here so that you know when I'm going live. And I want to thank everybody who joined me tonight off and on. I saw some people come, I saw some people go, I saw some people come back, I saw some people go. But it was so much fun, and I really enjoyed being here, and I love doing these card readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up each of the card readings so that you guys can find them on my profile. So make sure you follow me so you know when I'm sharing these to my profile. And they might be 1 or 2 parters because some of these were kind of long, okay? But I will share them to my profile, okay? Much love to everybody. Much love to you. I'm going to put on some music, and then I'm going to party myself on out of here. I've been here for over almost 2.5 hours. So it's been a long, long night. Much love. Many blessings. Blessings, everybody. Blessings. Much love to you. So much fun. I love doing this. It's always so much fun. Much love to you guys.